Today's Sunrise Smart Start starts with some breaking news just in: an air disaster overseas.
An Air India passenger plane bound for London this morning with more than 240 on board crashed in the western part of India right after takeoff. You see the video showing the smoke billowing out from the crash site not far from the airport. The airline says in total 242 passengers, 12 crew members were on that flight. India's civil aviation minister says rescue teams have been mobilized. You see them trying to get to any survivors now. All efforts are being made to ensure medical aid and relief support at the scene. Some more breaking news here in Rochester. Police need help trying to find a driver and passenger of a Ford sedan after they hit two motorcyclists late last night. That happened at a stop sign for the intersection of Emerson Street around Lake Avenue around 11:15. RPD says the driver failed to stop and hit a 19 and 18-year-old, the two bikers who did have the right of way. The driver and passenger in that car got out and ran from the scene. The two riders were taken to the hospital. They are expected to make a recovery.
Some developing news now. 3 suspects in custody following a gunpoint carjacking, chase and crash in the city. Just after 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, officers in the Clinton section patrol beat say they spotted a vehicle that was stolen earlier in the day. That is when they say police activated their lights and sirens, ordering that driver to pull over. But when they didn't and the suspect continued, a chase began. The pursuit ended at Joseph Avenue and Weil Street when the suspect swerved, crashed into 2 other vehicles. 2 people and one of the suspects taken to the hospital for minor injuries, and charges are pending for the 3 suspects.
We're working to learn more about this man killed in a rollover crash yesterday in Genesee County. The sheriff's office says the victim was transporting manure when he lost control of the truck while making a turn on Arnold Road in Elba. The driver, when this flipped over, was pinned underneath that trailer. He died at the scene. Authorities say the driver was not speeding, had actually made this drive multiple times on that route. The DEC also responded to help contain the spill. It was surrounded with sandbags to prevent any further contamination. That victim's name has not been released.
Happening today, sentencing for the man responsible for a deadly hit and run in Rochester last year. 63-year-old Billy Smith was killed while crossing the street at the corner of St. Paul Street and the Driving Park Bridge back in April of 2024. Witnesses say they saw a car driving recklessly just before hitting that victim and then fleeing the scene. 26-year-old Shoshani Williams has been arrested or was arrested months later, and then he pled guilty to leaving the scene of a deadly accident. At the time of the crash, Williams was out of custody pending sentencing for a Leandra's Law DWI conviction, and that sentencing starts today at 9:30.
It's warmer weather, cookouts, concerts by the shore. Some of the reasons a lot of people choose to spend part of their summertime up in Charlotte at Ontario Beach Park. But with recent crime, some other problems with teens going back to last week, some feel a bit uneasy. There were fights that happened during the night of the first concerts by the shore a week ago. That night, a man was charged for having an illegal gun up at the beach. The city and county announced in the days following they're upping safety procedures in the area, especially during the biggest events. That includes many more patrols, the help of RPD, deputies, and state troopers. Lawmakers with the county ledge also took action 2 days ago by voting to speed up installing gates at the park's entry and exit points this year instead of next. But still, not everyone thinks that is the correct solution.
I think that the older folks, one time they get shut up by the gates, they're not going to come back. They're any kind of an impediment. They want to close off the parking lot, but I don't see that working because a lot of these kids come on buses. They don't drive in a car, so the license plate readers is not going to help you.
Others just hope the security measures are enough to stop the issues we've seen.
And if more people come here and they think they're going to take it over and act like idiots, I think the police are going to be doing something that they should be doing. And if the laws don't cover getting these people put away, we need to go to our legislators and say, we want our park back. It's our park. It belongs to all of us.
We got more information on the safety plans and those new gates, 4 of them we know, to be installed at the park at rochesterfirst.com. New this morning, we're talking about AI as it's taking over just about everything, really with business. And the Golisano Institute locally is trying to be a leading educator in this industry.
Yeah, Aron Spencer went out to speak with the president of the group. She now joins us live with what they've told her on how they hope to integrate AI into their program. Aron.
Yeah, guys, taking over the world is right. A few of our colleges and universities locally are actually teaching AI. For example, RIT has a master's degree level program that focuses on development and design for their students. Now, at the Golisano Institute of Business and Entrepreneurship, what they're doing is teaching individuals and organizations how to leverage AI for business purposes. I spoke with Ian Mortimer, the president of the institute. He says AI is a huge business opportunity, but also threat if not adopted in the right way. The class is 48 credits, which is 1 year, and the next class starts in September. They started the program because a board member pushed for it. Now, Mortimer was the founding president and has been in the role for 2 years now. He says then AI was a theory, and now it's actually being used in business.
It's going to be a huge opportunity for business. Now, if you put your head in the sand, then obviously, like any kind of big change, then there's going to be problems. But this is an opportunity and a snapshot in time where businesses can leapfrog and overcome challenges that they've had and become a lot more productive, find new markets, reduce costs. And it's not just people costs, it can be all kinds of other costs. Even technology costs will be reduced by AI.
Now, the inaugural class is set to graduate in August, and for now, the fall class has 10 people registered, but they have the capacity to take on 50. For now, reporting Aron Spitzer, News 8.
Good luck to them. Very interesting. Thank you, Aron. Your sunrise traffic updates before we get your final weather with James at 6:55. More volume there crossing in and out of downtown over 490 and the Genesee River. We've been good to go all morning. No serious delays or backups as we've got the buses out for another day. James, I spoke with one of the crossing guards, 12 Corners in Brighton, yesterday after the shift. They are counting down the days.
Oh,
ready,
man.
So a week or two left,
Yeah,
Fair.
It looks like Monday, the last day for 9 through 12, and then a little bit earlier for that. 8+ for the weather today after outside that morning shower. Nice day.
Get out and enjoy your Thursday. We'll see you back here in 30.
Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.